Hello everyone. Many people think that the solution for the Arab-Israeli problem is the two-state solution. Well, the reality is that it's a very bad idea. It's a failure from day one, and I will explain why. Israel actually already offered in 2000 and in 2008 a very generous offer for a Palestinian state in 97% of the West Bank, and the Arabs refused to that. The reason that they refuse is connected to the reason why this whole idea is a failure. And I will start with the holy places. The idea is that with the two-state solution, with the peaceful territory solution, the Arabs will have control over the holy sites for the Jews, and they will allow free access for the Jews to pray in those sites. All of the important holy sites for Jewish people is in the West Bank. Jerusalem, Hebron, Bethlehem, and Nablus. Those are the most important sites. Nothing can be more important than that. But the reality is that already they have some control over some of those sites, and they already make it very dangerous to Jews to enter, make it almost a non-option, a no-go to go to those places. Only in the Western Wall at the moment it's relatively safe to go and visit, and many tourists come and Jews come and pray. But in other places like the graves of the patriarchs in Hebron, which is actually the most important Jewish holy site, because this is the grave of our fathers, Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. But still today it's very dangerous. There's an army unit guarding the place. It's very dangerous, and it's very hard to enter the place. The same thing about the grave of Rachel, our mother, in Bethlehem, and about the grave of Joseph, our father. It's almost impossible. Most Jews can't exit it freely. They have to get permission from the army. The Arabs already hurt that place and try to make it a mosque. I mean, who exactly can assure Israel that the Arabs won't make all those sites which are important for the Jews a mosque, which is and Jews are not allowed to enter those places. I mean, who can assure? Only Israel can assure that the Arabs won't do that, and that means to break the peace, to make war, in order to maintain one's right in the peace agreement. Now, we can see a good example for that is that after the War of Liberation in 1948, Jordan signed an arms strike agreement with Israel, and it promised to allow Jews to enter the holy sites which are under its control. But in the reality is that for 19 years, Jordan didn't allow any Jew or any Israeli to enter those sites. And indeed, for 19 years, the Jews weren't allowed to enter the Western Wall, the most important holy sites for the Jewish people, the last remnants of our first and second temple in Jerusalem. And no one say a word. The UN, America, Great Britain, no one say a word, no one complained, no one condemned, nothing. So this just shows exactly what is actually waiting for the Israelis if they're gonna agree for this atrocity, because this is exactly what the Arabs are planning to do. They can make it a mosque. They can forbid enter of Jews for several reasons. They can make it dangerous for Jews to enter by shooting, sniping, throwing stones, throwing stabbing, suicide bombing. They can do a lot of stuff to make Jews voluntarily avoiding from visiting those holy sites, especially the Western Wall, because their aim is to cut the connection between the Jewish people and its homeland Israel, and harming the Western Wall, making it a mosque, and actually making the Jews too afraid to approach those important sites is the main goal. I will go to the next subject in the next video. Goodbye.